Welcome to Miffs. I'm Matt Huss.
And I'm Dan Rhodes. Whether you know about Theseus or you're revising your syllabus,
If you want tales with a bit of jest, or you just want to hear about incest.
What?
What? It's really interesting.
Welcome to Miffs. Welcome to Miffs.
Hello and welcome to episode 85 of Miss Podcasts. I'm Matt Huss. This is
I'm also here. I'm Dan.
long name, but
Thank you.
Dan, I'm not gonna hold back this episode. I'm gonna come straight in hot. Are you ready?
Yeah, go on.
2-3 weeks ago, I met with my mum and Stuart, her boyfriend. I also met with my brother, Alex, and his girlfriend called Abby. They haven't been seeing each other for too long, but they're head of the heels, I'd say.
Okay. Cute.
My mum is an embarrassment.
To humankind or to family?
Both.
Okay.
And mum, she's lovely. You've met my mum.
Several times.
And what do you think of her?
Very, very lovely woman.
Are you ready to not look her in the eyes ever again?
Yeah, go on.
So, right. Can you describe...
I mean, I'm aware of what... I mean, I did go out for dinner with her and your family once.
Yeah. And how did she behave?
She...
Sat down at the table,
I don't know how to say this, and I apologise, Mandy, for listening.
She's not listening.
She's not listening, yeah. She, I thought, was a little... Quite northern.
Quite northern.
Quite northern,
a little
I don't know what I mean by that, but I think you know what I mean by that.
We all know what you mean by that, yeah.
It's very northern.
Shouting on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's fair enough. But
certainly not afraid of saying something.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Especially in that company. But we so prepared. She's about to be even more north. She can out northern that story
Okay.
by a long shot.
Okay.
So, and every time my mum has met Abby, she has been kind of wanton on kind of embarrassing my brother. I'm not sure why. I mentioned the story before about showing all the baby pictures and stuff like that, and talking about the ex-girlfriends and stuff like that. So, but this is another step up. So we meet at the Fringe. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. And mum, we go for breakfast, but then mum gets a pint of cider, like for 11 o'clock. That's early start.
Yeah, that is.
And alarm bells are going off. They've got to spend all day with her as well. So I'm like, I'm glad I have work.
Your brother's thinking, oh no.
Yeah, so this is red flag.
They've met her before, by the way.
Yeah. They've met before, and I don't know why she feels so comfortable. Because maybe she doesn't. Maybe she's. But then. She blindsided me. She went above and beyond. Something I've never. She told me this story, right?
Yeah.
A story which I think is one of the greatest things I've ever listened to in my life.
Okay.
What happened is that Mum was coming home from work one day.
Yeah.
And
is this a story she brought up at 11 o'clock in the morning?
11 o'clock in the morning.
In front of your brother's new girlfriend?
Apropos of nothing.
Okay,
as well.
okay.
She just thought, this is a good story.
Okay.
There's no need to not tell this story.
Okay, here we go. I'm picturing this already, yeah.
So, she realises when she gets to the front door...
This is several years ago, several weeks ago?
About last week.
The
week before... This is
hence why it was fresh in her mind. She wanted
sure.
to tell somebody. Okay, yeah.
So, but just put your hand up to think... let me know at what point you think you probably wouldn't mention this to... a future, proper... a serious partner.
A potential daughter-in-law.
Yes. So she realises she's lost the front. She's lost the key. She's left it at work or something like that. And she's like, "Oh no, this is not good." And the cat's like,
it's like 5-6 o'clock at night.
Yeah, 5 o'clock, and it's going to be another hour till her boyfriend gets home, and I'm at the Fringe. So she's like, "Oh well, I can't. I'm kind of desperate to go to the toilet here."
I knew this is where that was going.
Well, of course it will. How else is it going to end? And we live in quite a desolate area.
You live in the middle of nowhere, man.
Yeah.
You live in a field.
Don't ruin the ending, because it's quite a desolate area. Mum's like, I'll wait for a bit until Stuart comes back.
Yeah.
And
Stuart's also listening to the story. I assume he's there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Most people are. Those two are witnesses. So she goes to the shop. She walks about 5 minutes down to the shop to get some drinks because she's feeling a bit tired. So she gets some, but she's like, I can't really wait any longer. So she goes into our shed,
right?
The tin shed. You know what that is.
Yeah.
And she decides after half an hour to drop trowel and do it in there. So not in the field, but like literally do a massive poop in the shed and
in a receptacle of some kind. Not just on the floor.
I'm not sure. She didn't mention that.
Have you been in the shed since?
Nope. But I haven't seen. We can examine for stains if you want. But so she told the story of doing a massive shite and just said, "Oh, but I really needed a toilet," and she couldn't wait another half an hour. And she could have gone in the field. But Dan, what do you think of that story so far?
Well, do you know what's quite funny is I said your mum's northern, but she does strike me as quite classy in a weird like she works for the police.
Yes.
Let me just clarify that.
Your mum also works for the police?
Yes.
Has she ever done that?
No, I don't think so.
Well,
maybe it's the difference between the northern police.
Yeah, that's how you claim a crime scene.
Yeah.
Like, you know how dogs piss on territories.
Doesn't your mum have quite a sensitive job also within the police?
Yeah, for sure. And sensitive bowels. But, Dan, can I just confound you for a second? Right. We live in the middle of nowhere. But can you tell me what's 2 minutes down the road?
2 minutes down the road?
Yeah.
A pub?
Two pubs. She couldn't have gone for a shit there. She walked past both of them to go for... she said, oh, I couldn't have done that. But she was like, oh, I have too much etiquette to go to a pub to have a shit. But I'll have a shit on the floor, you know what I mean?
Maybe she could have brought, a Coke or...
Yeah, that's what I thought. And she needed a drink as well, so...
Yeah, that's true. She went for a drink anyway. Yeah. Could have brought a can of Coke from the pub.
But yeah, so that's what I thought. She could have gone to the toilet there, but so she told us in front of my brother and his girlfriend, and I don't know why she's still dating him. Honest to God, that is a story, right?
Is it because your mum doing that? Your brother's worried because it's pales in comparison to the things he does,
which I told Abby about.
Yeah.
I'm a very good brother.
Wow. Yeah. No, my mum. I don't think my mum would do that.
Okay. Here's a good question. Where's the weirdest part? Where's one of the weirdest places one of your family member is shot?
Do you know what? I genuinely think my family are pretty...
Not a Pringles can?
No, I think they held themselves to quite high. Not a crisp packet, not a Pringles can.
Wow,
they've
never
not
lived.
A garden shed. I mean, I'm sure they have on when they've been hiking or trailing. I'm sure they've done stuff in the woods before.
Yeah, hey guys, this applies to everyone.
I don't know, get my mum to email in.
Well, she can do that. But how about everyone? Where's the weirdest place that you pooped out of the ordinary?
Where's the weirdest place you've ever pooped?
Well, I pooped on a ferry once. Did I have a poop in the sea? I don't know. Have I pooped in the sea?
Mine's in the middle of a desert in Peru, and then the tent I was in blew in a gust of desert wind.
That's very
and it exposed me. It was just me at night, exposed to the elements.
Yeah,
I was very scared actually.
That's a good poo in the
desert. In a sandstorm, yeah.
Nice one.
That's not the tune, but yeah, we'll let it go.
It kind of was, right?
Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
It goes like that.
Yeah, I suppose it does. Yeah, I suppose.
Don't tell me my Darude. But with well, I'll let you know. I can't remember what's the. In fact, if you know me personally, where's the weirdest place this is a quite grotesque way to start the podcast, but I love a public poo, not a public poo. I love going to public toilets poop. Especially I used to...
See, I don't. I will try not to.
No.
I never once, my whole time at secondary school, did a poo at secondary school toilets.
There's a little bit of shame there. I think I grew out of that. At university, I started... What I would do is I would start to, whilst I worked at Origins at a bar, I would be the early morning one, and I would go to the toilet. My bowels on Thursday would kind of get ready to poop, because I don't want to poo at home.
I get pooping at work time. I do get that. You got to poop. They're paying you, so why not?
Absolutely.
You got 10 minutes to poop.
When your boss does listen to this, so.
Although actually, strangely, I don't really go to the toilet at work very often.
Yeah.
I'm terrified that one of my customers would call for something urgent whilst I was doing a poo.
Oh, I remember one guy. I used to work at McDonald's, and take this for what it is. There's a guy. We'll call him Jack, and Jack used to. Whilst you're at McDonald's, when you're working on shift, you get free McDonald's on shift.
Nice.
So he'd be another guy that would go in early, have another McDonald's, and so he had 2 McDonald's a day. He's quite a big guy.
Okay.
Right? So Jack was kind of. And he would answer when the because you have a radio for window 1, and you weren't allowed to leave your post really, or else you get told off. But Ryan, I said, "Oh, can someone cover me?" Well, I said to him, "Ryan, can you cover me?" Sorry, his real name. Jack, could you cover me? Jack, could you cover me whilst I'm on window 1? I said, "No, just go to the toilet, like, just when you need it." Like, that's what I do. Just set 10 sounds away, and I heard him on there just going, "Hello, what do you want for your order?" I was like, "That's so gross."
No, that's disgusting. So you take people's orders whilst... Wow.
That's pretty grim, right?
Yeah.
So I know a guy who had some personal fulfillment time and then didn't wash his hands before going to work on McDonald's.
He had some happy hour time.
Happy hour, yeah. He had a happy meal.
He had a happy meal. He masturbated. I assume that's what we're talking about.
Special sauces. But yeah, anyway, whoa, what a detail. We're not usually that scatological.
No,
really.
I don't think so. Wow.
I've been very honest with you this weekend, I feel.
You have.
Why?
I don't know.
I think the fringe has worn me down.
Yeah, it has.
Never mind.
You haven't quite recovered.
No, never. I don't think I'll ever recover from the sights I've seen from my mum's story. Just read Mandy. So, but anyway, are we? Do you want to do any more stories?
No. Should we crack on with the last?
Don't say crack on. Let's move on.
Let's move on to the last
Greek and Roman.
The last Greek and Roman myth we will ever do. It's also the end of the Aeneid.
This is pretty sad, isn't it?
This is really sad. The end of Roman and Greek. We'll talk about that later. Let's.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you going to be in the next segment?
Yeah, I'll see you next.
See you in the next one.
Hey there, my name is Matt Huss, and in this link I have an American accent, and I advocate the safe use of Miffs podcasts in small doses.
Oh, what a pleasure to see you here.
Oh, hey buddy, how you doing?
Well, that's a nice surprise.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a couple of minutes.
Welcome back. It's great to have you here, my dear listeners. And today it's book 12 and episode 10 of the Aeneid. Yeah, episode 10, right?
Yeah. If you say so.
Well, I imagine I think it's episode 10, but I think I'm mad.
It's definitely episode 85, I know that.
It's definitely episode 85, but it's great. But it's the final ever Aeneid one, and the last of the epic poems, and hopefully you've enjoyed it so far. But today is finale, and Dan, we'd like to do a recap, but could we make it a bit different this time, make it a bit more interesting? Because every time you say a word, do a poop in between.
No, let me think of something.
Or every time you get it wrong, I'll sell for you.
Yeah, let's do that. You stay with me every time we get something wrong. Why don't we just do a very quick recap like a normal person?
But we're not a normal podcast, though, are we?
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll ask you quick fire questions about that'll be our way of doing a summary.
Oh, should I do yes and no?
No, we'll do just a quick summary. Ready?
Okay.
Are we doing way back? Are we summarising everything that's happened? So this final pinnacle.
You asked me.
Who's Aeneas?
Aeneas is one of the survivors of Troy, and he's the leader of the Trojan men, and he kind of leads the war in Italy for his son Aeneas.
Good. Why is he going to Italy?
To find Rome eventually, but he's there to fulfill fate for his son Aeneas to find Alba Longa.
Okay. He had a hard time getting to Italy, but now he's there. What's happened?
Basically, he's found a bride called Lavinia who still hasn't taught whatsoever yet, and basically Turnus and Amata, the queens and Rutulians are not happy with this, so therefore the Rutulians have started war on them, and so the Latins start war on the Trojans. The Trojans have got help from the Etruscans and King Evander, and they've had a big old war, a lot of casualties, and now it's finale.
So what happened last episode in the war?
We had a big old fight. A lot of people died. Pallas died, the son of Evander.
Yeah.
Aeneas killed Lampus and Mezentius. Yeah. And then on top of that, we had lots of funerals, and then Camilla and Jances. There was a truce for a bit, and then they had a fight in the castle. And now it's time for a one-on-one battle
between.
We'll find out.
There we go.
So, is that answer all your questions?
No, answer. We're at the tail end of the battle, basically.
Yes, this is the finale. It's no longer a battle between armies, it's a battle between
people.
Are you excited?
I think it's between Aeneas and Turnus.
Don't ruin it.
Because they're both vying for the same girl.
But it's also about, like, their kingdoms as well.
Yeah.
And, Turnus is... what do you think of Turnus currently?
I don't really know what to make of him. Doing alright?
He's doing.
I think of him as like
Is he evil?
No, I don't think he's evil. But I
He's
think he's just on the other side, isn't he? That's pretty much as far as he's concerned, he's doing the right thing. As far as Aeneas is concerned, he's doing the right thing.
And also, beyond that though...
Hector and Achilles vibes.
Yes!
They're both doing their own, neither's good or bad, they're just doing their...
Fighting.
They're just fighting for their cause, yeah.
And this is a good... What do we think of Aeneas? Because Aeneas has a lot of weird personality traits, and he's not quite a linear character, because he's very pious, but also, on top of that, he's been a good leader to some degree.
Yeah.
He's also been...
A little bit selfish.
He's not always a good guy. He killed a lot of people,
Yeah.
and also killed Lausus. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's that. So what do we think? What do you think of him?
I think Aeneas is a mixed bag. I think he's just very privileged
Yes,
individual.
You're right.
I'm not quite sure he knows. I think he's just sailing through life,
Literally.
and he thinks the gods are, hey, they got my back. I'll be alright.
Yeah. But then again, he does sacrifice lots of the gods.
He does. He is very pious.
Also, the gods aren't allowed to intervene anymore.
He's very loyal to his men.
Yeah, for sure. But anyway, here's book 12 of the Aeneid. Here we go. Turnus, seeing that the tide of war has turned against the Latins, realizes that he now must keep his pledge and fight Aeneas in a duel to the death. King Latinus begs Turnus to reconsider and seek peace with the Trojans, and the weeping Queen Amata pleads with him to defect. But Turnus cannot back down. His honour, he believes, is at stake. The war, he states, will be decided by our blood. The bride, Lavinia, will be won upon that field. Aeneas sends words that he will duel with Turnus indeed, comforting his companions and his son by teaching him the ways of fate. Like I say, he feels like quite confident here.
Yeah, he thinks he's going to win.
But so... everything's down to this final battle between two men. And what do you think the purposes of that is?
Well, it's a showdown between the Latins who live in London and the Trojans, these foreign invaders as they see them. But it's also about who the gods favour most. It's also about who is the rightful king of that area, who's the rightful groom to the daughter.
But why is it better to do a duel between two men than the whole army?
Because it saves lives.
Mm-hmm.
One will die, so that many lives can be saved.
But do you think that's fair, especially with Aeneas being the son of a god?
Probably not, because he's quite good at fighting. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
To be fair, they're both good at fighting, but
Turnus
Aeneas
is really good.
Yeah.
Also, do you remember in the last episode, what did Turnus do, which was kind of a little bit evil? And what happened with him in the battle? Who did he kill?
Oh, I can't remember.
The king's son?
Pallas?
Killed Pallas, and what did he do?
Oh, he stole his belt.
Yeah, he took it as a trophy.
Yeah, he took like a piece of clothing as a trophy. I think it was a belt.
Yeah, it was a belt. It was actually his girdle.
His chastity belt.
Don't take my chastity belt. Oh no. Once I was in Germany for a German exchange, and my German partner called Lucas tried to ask me what he tried to translate girdle into English, and I was like, I don't know what that is in English as well. That's quite a random story, right?
Whoa, what a Matt Hoss sidestep that was. Okay.
I'm in a very weird mood. Yeah. Anyway.
Thanks for that information, I need to know that.
I like that, because I only remember that now, but he also showed me pictures.
So either way, it didn't help. You know what it was, yeah.
He also showed me pictures of him hunting, so I felt bad for the animals.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
But anyway, yeah.
Also, do you want to hear another thing?
Yeah, go on.
My brother once, we went, because in the German exchange, I was in year 9, my brother was in year 11, and we had partners who were friends with each other, so I was with Lucas and he was with Mikey, and we kind of hung out as a four, and at one time we went swimming together, and we were having a faux argument, right, and my brother was he's not really like this, but he started being, not mean, but kind of like doing like sick burns on the, and and he remember saying, it's not going the way you think it's going to go, but like he said to Lucas, and Lucas said something to him as a joke, but then my brother said, well, what I do is I bend her mum over and I slap her ass, and every time I have sex with her, she feeds me a biscuit. Whoa, yeah, and then I flip her over and then do her again, and then and Lucas starts crying.
So he took the joke so far that the German kid. I suppose maybe didn't understand the context.
No, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny.
Did your brother apologise?
Not that I know. But then again, I think he hit me in
Lucas.
the nose by accident, and I remember saying, "My nose tut weh," which means my nose hurts.
And they were like,
He said, "Oh, I shouldn't have look. I'm sorry." Good guy. Nice.
Good guy.
Kind of afro.
shout out to Lucas.
When they came over to here, this can't say in the podcast, but oh man, here's a memory. When they came over here, we had a group of Germans over to our house. We did SingStar karaoke, which was quite cool. But then I remember us getting quite. My dad and mum getting drunk, and then at one point, my dad got down his trousers, pulled out his cock in front of me, and then pulled out his foreskin.
Oh, Matt! I cannot stay on the podcast.
It's really
What
funny.
a weird thing to do.
He thought it'd be funny.
In front of everyone.
Not in front of everyone, but
In front of you.
in front of, like, so only I could see it though. That has to stay in, right?
Oh, what a weird family.
My mum proves, my dad gets out in Bellend. It's weird though, isn't it?
That's weird.
So, has any of your family got out of Bellend in front of German kids? That's pretty illegal, right?
Yeah, that's pretty weird. That definitely wouldn't happen in my family.
Well, I think your family's weird.
Yeah.
Well, we'll say about that staying in or not. Anyway, go on.
Turnus and Aeneas are going to fight. The next day, both the Trojans and the Latins gather on a field to watch the duel. Aeneas and Turnus agree to the terms of the duel and offer sacrifices to the gods. Juno, afraid that Turnus will be killed, calls on Juturna. So Juturna is Turnus' sister. God damn it, that sounds weird. Calls on Juturna, Turnus' sister, to come to his aid. Juturna disguises herself as Camers, a Latin warrior, and moves among the Latin ranks, telling them that they should not allow their honour to rest on a single life. She is able to inflame them into action, and Ptolemaeus, calling himself their new leader, hurls his lance at the Trojans. It kills a young warrior, and the Trojan army rushes to the Latins. Once again, the battle begins in earnest, and King Latinus retreats to his castle to mourn the broken treaty. So they're about to fight, and all hell breaks loose, and everyone starts fighting again.
Yeah.
Aeneas begs his men to calm themselves and leave him to battle, but he is hit in the leg with an arrow and must flee.
That's not good.
Turnus is heartened by Aeneas' departure and begins slaying a great many Trojans. Aeneas, back at the camp with his comrades, wishes only to return to the battle, but the physician Lapinx cannot remove the arrow from...
Ipix. Is it A?
Was that meant to be an eye?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ipix cannot remove the arrow with his leg. From his leg. Fuck off!
So do that whole
Aeneas, back at the camp with his comrades, wishes only to return to the battle, but the physician, Ipix, cannot remove the arrow from his leg. Venus, upset by her son's pain, sends a healing balm to mend his wound, like Vaseline. Thus recovered, Aeneas embraces Ascanius and returns to battle. Can that work for quickly? Just rub some Vaseline into his wound, and it heals like that.
And she's a girl of love, so just forget some KY jelly. Just there you go. Really sexy. Just spunk in the wound.
Aeneas and Turnus both slay a great many warriors, although Juturna is able to distract Aeneas momentarily by riding around in Turnus' chariot, while Aeneas, believing his foe to be inside it, pursues her.
They both are very easily distracted, because in the last episode he sees a phantom of
Mist.
and he runs into a ship by accident.
Yeah, and this guy's seen this guy's sister and being like, there he is on the chariot.
Yeah.
I'm just running. Finally, Venus urges Aeneas to move towards the unguarded Latin city. He pledges to annihilate the city if the battle is not resolved that day. Queen Amata, terrified at the sight of the approaching Trojans and believing that her beloved Turnus has been killed, hangs herself in the castle.
Wow.
God, I knew it's been a while since we had a myth where someone just killed themselves on a whim.
Yeah, she had no idea.
That happens a lot in Greek tragedy.
Yeah, I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss that most. Random deaths.
Yeah, I wonder if that happens in Norse mythology.
I'm sure it does.
I'm sure that it'd be interesting to see if Norse mythology is going to have moments. Obviously, there's lots of symmetry in Greek mythology where people have things like that happen a lot, where people just kill themselves. Oh no, my friend's dead, I'm going to kill myself, without any evidence to support that. I wonder if Norse myth will have weird things like that. We shall see.
It's going to miss it.
At last, Aeneas realised the tragedy that he was wrought, and he calls for Aeneas to meet him on the field once again to decide the battle once and for all. Round 2, let's try again.
It'd be so funny.
You got shot in the leg, my sister ran off, everyone killed each other, let's try again.
It'd be so funny if they kept on doing that. But okay, then it's the 10th time.
Take 3.
Yeah. and by the time they get to
everyone's
take 20, it just loads to the left anyway. So, okay, this time for sure.
Right, how's it going to start? The fight begins by both men throwing their spears. They then rush towards each other to battle with swords. Ching, ching. Turnus' sword breaks off, forcing him to retreat, and Aeneas pursues him despite the pain from an arrow wound, so it hasn't fully healed.
No. Wait, hold on. She's a god, and she's like, I could heal it.
She's got a love, not got a...
Yeah.
She's not Asclepius? He was the god. He was the healing guy, wasn't he?
You had something to do with medicine.
Aeneas, unable to catch Turnus, notices his spear embedded in an olive tree and struggles to free it. Meanwhile, Juturna takes on the guise of... How many fucking disguises this woman got?
She loves it.
Juturna takes on the guise of Turnus' charioteer again and returns her brother's blade to him. Angered by his interference... by this interference, Venus helps Aeneas remove the spear from the tree. So there's a bit of help on both sides. Turnus' sister is helping, being in many disguises, and Aeneas' godmother is kind of half helping. She could definitely do a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, she could literally stop it pretty fast, right?
Exactly.
But also, who would you rather have on your side, though? Would you rather have...
I'd rather have Venus, the god. Although
she's doing less.
Juturna seems to be doing the most. Yeah.
But maybe she knows that her brother's going to die.
Yeah, I think so.
Because, everyone knows fate, right? Everyone's been told that they're going to win anyway. So, I don't know why I'm doing it. So, Jupiter, himself angered by this continued meddling in mortal affairs, calls his wife to him. Juno! She knows, he says, that Aeneas is fated to win. So why must she persist in staving off the inevitable? Jupiter tells her that the end has come. In return, Juno asks that the Latins be able to keep their name and their customs. And Jupiter, smiling, says that he will allow the customs to be blended and the Latins to keep their name. He says, you will see a race arise from this that mingled with the blood of the Oceans will be past men, even past gods, in piety. No other nation will pay you such honour. So she's like, that's okay then. So after all of that,
it's all been settled.
Yeah, it's like, of course, it's all like this. If you read Fate, you wouldn't have to do all this.
Yes, we could have just skipped this right from the beginning.
And he's like, this is why I stick around, like this is all the people I start with. It's because you're a fucking idiot,
Juno is the worst god.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think so.
She's the most meddling.
She's meddling, yeah.
But in the end, I think Jupiter's probably the worst one, right? Zeus is a full-on worse god.
That's true, yeah.
Morally speaking.
Yeah, I mean, he's
god.
Corrupt, yeah.
He's all the way to the top. He's Sepp Blatter. I don't know any other sports people.
What a reference. Yeah, you're right, yeah.
So I'm not
Matt
wrong.
just sees ancient Greece as FIFA.
Yeah. That's what I've been calling it this whole time. Yeah. So, how's it going to end?
Well, I just like that it's already just kind of... Stop meddling. We all know how this is going to end. Let's just skip ahead. This is how it ends. Congratulations.
Well, not quite. So, Jupiter... I just said that. Jupiter sends down one of the Furies to frighten Turnus into submission. Juturna, realizing there is nothing more she can do to help her brother, flees into the depths of the river, moaning. Aeneas hurls a spear at the fallen Turnus, and it pierces his thigh. Aeneas approaches Turnus to end his life, but Turnus pleads for mercy, for the sake of his father. So, before we have, just in this moment, so Turnus is beaten, he's defeated, and Aeneas is kind of got the moment, and Turnus is kind of pleading for his life. With everything you know about Aeneas so far, what do you think is going to happen? An intermingling of the Latin people and stuff
I think Aeneas will spare him, and they will live happily ever after. Or Turnus will be banished to another city where he can start his own lineage or something like that.
Well, let's see what happens. Aeneas is moved by Turnus' words and considers sparing him, but then notices Pallas's belt slung across Turnus' shoulders and drives his sword through his opponent's chest.
Wow, okay.
And that's how it ends. That is the last scene you see. You say, no thanks. And it's like, whoa, okay, wow.
All because he took the belt. They did say that was going to come back to her.
So why do you think it ends so fast?
Well, it ends because Jupiter sped it up a little bit, because he was like, look, you guys are meddling too much, let them get on with it. And then, unfortunately, getting on with it means that fate will take hold and Turnus will lose.
Well, it's not quite that, but it's more like it's trying to wrap things up. He doesn't want it to keep on going on. So, Turnus is dead. But, can I tell you the earnest reason why it finishes like that? The reason it finishes like that is because there was meant to be... This is an unfinished book. This is meant to be... there's meant to be another couple of chapters on top of this to finish off the Aeneid. However, Virgil...
It's meant to be about the founding of the city and,
Well, it's supposed to be finish off this epic. So, the book is actually unfinished. So, they're supposed to have a couple of extra chapters on it, but Virgil didn't want this to be released whatsoever. He said to Augustus, it's not finished, don't release any of it. I want you to burn it on a stake. But Augustus like, well, it does say good things about me, so... No, so he did release it and against his wishes. So this isn't really meant to be the end. It is the end of the Aeneid, but it's not meant to be the full ending. Yeah, so we don't know what would happen afterwards, which is kind of sad. But it also gives us another reason why that happened. But also, it's not quite Aeneas though. It's not quite a good. This doesn't feel like what Aeneas would do. So it feels a little bit cheap, but then again, maybe.
But the bottom line is they've won, and the Trojans can now settle in.
Absolutely, yeah. So it does kind of wrap up, but you probably need one more book, I would say, just to wrap things up. But yeah, so it's time to rank it.
Boom! We're in part 3.
All right, the best part. So this is. If this is the first time you join us, you're an idiot, but you're welcome. So we mark things in 4K. What do you... well, come on, if you're going to listen to the last one.
If you were listening to this, you...
Not generally, I just mean if it's the first time you're listening...
for sure, yeah. If you're listening to this very episode, this is the first time you ever listened to Myths.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So we rank it in 4 sections, which is life skills, morals, creativity, and WTF. And life skills is the practical things we learned. So
what are the practical things we learned? How to stab someone through the chest
when he's pleading for his life.
Yeah. How to not take mercy on someone. How to pull a spear out of an olive tree. How to heal a wound with
KY jelly.
KY jelly. How to ride a chariot. How to have many disguises.
How to talk to your wife about when she's trying to mendel stuff.
Yeah. How to
disguise. We did disguise.
You've already done that. Yeah. How to ruin 2 people about to have a duel.
Yes, we learned how to fight in the war. We learned how to kill people. We learned how to break treaties. We learned how to hang ourselves.
Yeah.
We learned how to... that's pretty much it.
Pretty much it, yeah.
I think decent, but not loads.
Yeah.
6.
I agree. Boom. Morals. The mercy thing at the end?
Yeah, that's a big one, I feel.
Yeah.
That's
the gods meddling?
Gods meddling and knowing the place for the gods.
Yeah.
The fact that Amartya kills herself, the fact that Turner isn't able to get people to listen to her as herself, but she has to pretend to be a guy to do it.
Yeah.
I'm making it about gender, but also on top of that, though, I feel that I think as you said, the bit at the end with Aeneas, the defining characteristic that he has to do, it's kind of like it seals fate, but also. It's not him, I don't think, as well. He's a changed man. That's not the man who he is at the start. A man who's trying to hug his wife 3 times in Troy. So maybe that's a significant plot point. And as a moral thing, I think it's a huge... And that also goes with creativity as well, I feel. It's the arc of it.
Yes, I agree.
So I'm going to say...
But specifically morals?
8.
I think it was a big one.
Or maybe 9, do you reckon?
I don't think it was crazy big. It was just
not a lot.
There was
So
only
two
massive
massive
ones, but nothing crazy.
Creativity, so we touched on things before. Another hanging?
The disguising, the hanging, the narrative.
The fight.
They win ultimately. Things are tied up.
Yeah.
The fight, the fact that it was going to be a duel and then a battle broke out, I quite like that, and then it finally got round to it. And the gods were like, boy, we should stop this.
Also, the Palliser's belt at the end, a callback.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think it's 7 or an 8.
Well, last time I gave it 7. Is it more than that?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think
it's an 8.
Yeah. Because we have.
I tell you why it's not a 9 or a 10. I don't feel like there was a huge amount of closure, and
not enough.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, thanks Virgil. Thanks for dying, you prick. And final, WTF. Killing at the end, for sure.
Killing at the end.
His bloodlust getting the better of him.
Yeah, all of her that girl's disguises. Hanging yourself before you actually know whether something's gone on.
The only thing that she's able to help, that Venus is able to help with, is balm and removing spears from the tree.
Yeah, she really help.
The fact that Jupiter is taking this long to get the gods to act together.
To do something, yeah. It's not crazy though, genuinely.
No, I think it's quite low. I guess death of a lot of people. But I think it's maybe a 4.
I agree, 4.
So that's 6 plus 8 plus 8 plus 4, which is 26.
Yeah, it is. Boom.
Oh, brilliant. So last one. Wow, Dan.
That concludes Roman and Greek myths, Matt.
Holy shit, man. This is big. This is sad. But it's...
I'm very excited for the next chapter. Norse mythology.
Of our lives. And yeah.
You're not excited? Because that's definitely something we don't know about. And I think it'll be interesting too. We've got a whole new bunch of characters. A whole new bunch of funny things that like new weird intricacies that...
Yeah,
we don't know what the gods like. We're pretty used to now what the gods are like. We can kind of predict what they're going to be like. We know that Jupiter's an arsehole and Junior likes meddling and all these things. I'm looking forward to knowing what the Norse gods are like. Are they nice? Are they bad?
I think that the Norse gods are going to be really just straightforward, normal people. Just nice, normal gods.
They're going to be a really boring story. Thor went and got a coffee and sat down on a beach.
He tried to write his novel. But
yeah. Do you think people will die?
No one's going to die.
No one's going to die.
That's one.
No one's going to... No adultery. No way.
No.
The Vikings weren't into that.
No, they
murder and...
The reason they're not around anymore is because they didn't have sex.
Yeah. They were not into that.
Yeah.
And no ships.
No ships, no... I think, no, it's just... What Norse mythology is someone just saying, hey Steve.
No. The only good thing we have about doing Norse mythology is that not only are you an Aegean boat specialist, you're also a Viking longship specialist.
Oh, I really should got my masters.
Viking longboatry.
Yeah, it's going to be good. So, yeah, we're moving on up, and it feels, it's a bit sad. So, yeah, I think we're going to miss the Greek and Roman stuff. What's been one of your favourite, fondest memories of doing this?
Ganymede's tight butthole. That time that Zeus pretended like if you look upon a god, you get burnt to death.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, just don't want to see you.
That time you made up that rule.
That time...
Brian the Eagle.
Oh, Brian, mate. We want to do an in memoriam section. At the end of the year, they do that kind of... I think we should give a standing ovation to Brian the Eagle. Well done, mate. Well done.
Can we do notable sad deaths?
Yeah. Notable sad deaths.
The guy that fell off a roof.
Oh, yeah. Not Apollinaris.
The guy that fell off a roof. Can never remember his name, but the one in the Caledonian boar hunt that got friendly fired by a spear. Yeah. That was sad. That poor dude.
How Theseus died? He got killed at the end because thrown off a rock, didn't he?
Got thrown off a rock.
Oedipus, I suppose.
Yeah, that was always a good one.
The snake that got banged on, the two snakes banging on.
Two snakes banging, yeah.
Tiresias.
Tantalus serving up his dead son.
Oh yeah, House of Pelops.
House of Pelops. God, they really, yeah. I've had some really genuinely learned a lot.
Creepy Pan.
Creepy Pan. He was the creepiest person we came across.
Well, did you hear me sing Matilda the other day?
Yeah, Creepy Pan with his fucking pan flute.
Okay, who is your favourite person in the whole one of your favourites and your least favourite?
I did enjoy. So I've got a few favourites. I mean, King Minos.
Oh yeah. We should have him play us out.
What to do? Yeah, we will do later. I'll have him do the social media.
How about Pegasus, right? And that's Bellerophon
and Pegasus. Yeah, God, they were a good little. I mean, Bellerophon was an arsehole, but Pegasus, badass.
True. Hello, I am Bellerophon. Hello. Oh, Theseus is Birmingham accent.
Hey, motherfucker! It's me! Pegasus!
Definitely not sure about
Damn!
Well, it's obviously me with my Birmingham accent.
Damn, Bellerophon, you nasty!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, so many good memories though. Achilles, he's a badass.
Yeah, he had a badass.
He was a badass. Hector, he tried. He was lovely.
What other episodes have we done?
I mean, this is going to take ages if we just name them. But, you know,
basically,
we're happy. Everyone was great.
But more than that, we want to say thank you, not only for the Greek characters and their myths and all of the Greek stories, we just want to say thank you for joining us on this journey. It's been an absolute pleasure. And, we couldn't have done this without you. Well, we could do, but it would have been too absolute. It would have been
much sadder.
Yeah, I mean, it's just two guys talking for an hour to no one. Don't look at the podcast downloads results, but the point is that it's such a blessing to have you on this journey, and thank you. We appreciate it, and we can't wait to have you join us on the next start of our journey as well. And I think I've got a couple of things in plan for the future, Dan. We won't say no forever for the Greek and Roman myths, but there's a couple of things.
Okay, there'll be callbacks.
My plan is, this is a production meeting now, but if we ever meet up with, if we can't do a guest again, I've got a couple in the backlog, like a couple of plays we can do.
Nice, okay,
they're not great, but they're okay.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
but anyway, thank you, Greek and Roman myths, and see you. Get ready, Norse mythology.
Oh yeah, should we create a new jingle as well?
Probably have to, aren't we?
Can't be asked.
Nah,
but we might change the lyrics around. You know how long it took us to record it the first time? Yeah. But thank you. What we're going to do is we're going to do the social media, and then maybe maybe have a little cry at the end. Who knows? But beyond that, though, we really want to hear more about Norse mythology. We don't know where to start. What's the best place to go? We're really dumb.
We don't know which order to kind of do it in.
Absolutely. Yeah. So if you have any idea, or you want to tell us any things you want us to
God, I'm actually going to have to help you research stuff, aren't I?
I doubt you will, though. Yeah. We need your help. So if you can get in touch with us, that'd be great at misspodcast@gmail.com. You can also email to tell us what the weirdest place that you pooed is. So you can do that as well.
Nice.
Just one of the either. Do you put the subject line in there so we know what we're...
Yeah.
Okay. And no pictures, please.
No pictures.
But beyond
we don't want to see the store, we just want to hear about the location.
Absolutely. And where's the weirdest place that you listen to this podcast? Follow us online at Misspodcast on Twitter and
Facebook. Like King Minos? Shall we have King Minos do the social media?
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
I had to be in the right mindset.
Yeah, so be a dick.
It's been a while since I did King Minos.
I'll pretend I'm a minotaur. I'm a little minotaur.
God, he really had a fucked up childhood. Yeah. His mum literally banged a bull and then he was like imprisoned by his stepdad. Not nice. Okay.
Hello everybody, it's me, King Minos. Follow us on this podcast on Twitter and on Facebook. Or go on, if you go on those stupid email addresses, misspodcast@gmail.com.
Where can you join us on the Facebook group?
Join us at Miffsters
Miffsfits.
Miffsfits. You're a misfit, you. Anyway, also give us 5 stars on iTunes or whatever bloody platform you use. Podbean, Acre, I don't know what you do with your own time. You can also pay for us if you want. Yeah, pay for me, you bastard. What can they do, Matt?
They can go on the Patreon or the Ko-fi. Both of the links are below. And remember, 5 stars. What would you say to someone who gave us less than 5 stars?
I'll kill them!
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 85 and the last of the Greek and Roman myths.
It's quite a lot, isn't it? 85?
Too much.
It's about 65 too many, probably.
It's 85 too many. I've been Matt Hoss.
I've been Dan Rhodes.
And this is episode 85 in the show. Bye.
Myths. myths.